Good morning, it's Tuesday. I didn't really mean to not record anything the last 2 Mondays, but I think I'm deciding it's gonna be my day off because I'm just so busy. Just need a rest day. No, but it is nice to have a day where I'm not recording anything or editing or whatever. Anyway, hi, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed already, and welcome. I'm really good at intros if you didn't know. I gotta say, still loving the new hair. It feels so good to have it cut. I also just love this color. It just feels so fun and vibrant when I'm so tired and maybe not vibrant. If you watched my last video, you know last week was not a good week for sleep for us, for her mostly, but for me also. And we finally, for the first time in a week, had a good night's sleep. So I am feeling so much better, and I'm a little embarrassed to say, but I think there might be a correlation of why her sleep was so bad, and it is my fault. I admittedly have been overdoing the caffeine lately. It's just maybe an emotional crutch. If I'm feeling kind of down or unmotivated, I'm ooh, I'll make a coffee. And it's not even oh, I need the caffeine. It's I just want the taste of it. And it's the routine, the treat, the ritual. So I've been making more coffees lately, too much probably. And it just dawned on me yesterday, and I was what if my caffeine intake is affecting her sleep? So I looked it up, and I guess some babies are really sensitive to it and some aren't. And I'm wondering if my baby is one of those who is very sensitive to it. So yesterday morning is kind of when I had this revelation, and I was oh, I'm gonna try to not drink more than my 1 or 2 cups in the morning. So I didn't. I had a couple cups in the morning and then literally no caffeine for the rest of the day, and she had a great night's sleep. And I'm just oh my god, it could totally be a coincidence, but what if it's not? So safe to say I'm chilling on the caffeine for a while, and we'll see if that helps her. Because last week it was basically every 1 to 2 hours I was waking up and either having to comfort her, feed her, whatever, get her settled back down. Last night she went to bed at 7:30. She slept until 11:30, went back down at 11:45, slept until 4 in the morning. It's the first night in so long that she did not wake up for a 2 a.m. feed. I was shook. Went right back out, didn't wake up till 7:35 in the morning. It was so nice. Oh, I slept until 7. I meant to get up at 6:30, but clearly my body was no, you need to chill. But I am feeling very refreshed. She's taking her first nap right now, so I want to go to the gym when she wakes up, and my mom's coming over later with lunch, and she's gonna watch her while I grocery shop. So it's just a good day. It's gonna be a good Tuesday. I did want to say, just because I am not going to be drinking as much caffeine does not mean I'm going to be drinking less coffee. I'll show you my alternatives I got via Amazon. I used to make cold brew all the time. That's what this is what I literally bought this for. So I bought this guy, which I swear I think I've seen them advertised on social media, on Instagram or something, but I haven't tried it yet. So we shall see. Does that work? Yeah. I know. Oh, the lighting is just really bringing out the bags. Okay, rude. But I normally am a cold brew gal. I prefer the taste of cold brew over iced coffee. It's just way stronger. I don't know. I haven't had true cold brew in a hot minute since I got pregnant, pretty much. So a year basically. But I also got these. Am I crazy? I did not know these existed. You can use these hot or cold. I am a cold coffee gal, so that's how I'll be using them. But yeah, I had one of these this morning and it was fine. It wasn't incredible, but it was pretty good. It's this thick, syrupy cold brew concentrate, and then you just add water to it. So yeah, it was pretty good. pretty good. But those are my coffee alternatives, my caffeine alternatives. But I'm sure I'll have a cup of this probably this afternoon, so I'll let you know what I think about it. Yay, I'm so excited. We got our mango salsa. This is the one that came busted in the last package. They were awesome and just sent one like so fast. So I'm gonna put it in the fridge. I really want to make fish tacos. I feel like with the mango salsa, sounds so good. I'm gonna eat a little something while she naps so that I have something in my stomach for the gym, and then I'm just gonna relax. We'll see how long her nap lasts. Also, here's the playpen from the outside of it. I think I only showed it standing in it last time. It's like the perfect size. I feel like especially as she grows, like she's gonna need plenty of room, but I love it so much. Okay, we're back from the gym. I made another coffee with my cold brew concentrate that I made, and I way prefer the flavor of this. It tastes way more like cold brew. Maybe I just like watered it down too much this morning with the pods, but that's pretty good. This is what the aftermath looks like. But I made one drink, and then I put the rest. It fit perfectly in this mason jar, so we love that. I think I'm gonna let it go maybe even a little longer. It sat out for like 14 hours. Maybe I'll do more like 16 or 24. But yeah, it's delicious. So if you're looking for like a caffeine-free option, I highly recommend. That's really yummy. Hi, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's Thursday. Oh, it is not Thursday, it is Wednesday. We're up a little bit earlier this morning because last night it was like one of those weird windows where it's like, okay, she either is up for 3.5 hours or she needs to take like a cat nap like now. And to give her like a full wake window before she goes to bed, it was just, she wasn't tired, like it wasn't going to happen. Instead of making her wake time like 3 to 3.5 hours, I just put her to bed around like 6:40, which is pretty early. So, but it was just like a weird thing. Slept for like an hour, so she slept until like 7:30, and then we struggled for about an hour to like actually settle, but then she slept until like 1 in the morning, and then woke up again at 4:30, and then slept until almost 7. So I'll take it. I'm happy with that. I just fed her. We're gonna have some awake playtime. I think we're gonna meet Alicia and Emmy at Target today, but I think I showed you yesterday the Chobani sweet cream that I bought. Bless you. I put that in the like cold brew that I made, and it is really good. This is probably my favorite like at-home coffee I've made, other than the the pandemic coffee. What is that called? Something with, where you do like the espresso with the water and then milk. What is that called? I'll put it on the screen, but that's like bad though. That is like a ton of caffeine. This is decaf, so I feel much better about it. But that Chobani sweet cream is good. I also grabbed some more of these Perfect bars. They didn't have the salted caramel one at my grocery store, so I got a couple of the dark chocolate chip. I love these. If you don't love peanut butter, you're not gonna like these, but if you love peanut butter, I think you'd be a fan. Tuesday today. I have just been really not great at vlogging. If you can tell, I'd be so surprised if you can tell, but I'm like not wearing makeup today. Didn't feel like getting ready, and that's just kind of been me this whole week. I don't know, I just feel like tired. We had another good night last night, except she kind of wanted to wake up a little earlier than I would prefer this morning, so I just laid with her and we had a slow morning. But yeah, we had another good night, which is so nice. I'm about to trim her nails because they are crazy. But I just realized I had my pelvic floor, I guess it's physical therapy. I had my pelvic floor assessment on Monday and I never even talked about it. But I had my pelvic floor appointment and it went really well. So we did like a super fun pelvic exam, which is probably exactly what you think it is. Very similar to seeing your OB or midwife. And I'm gonna talk about, you know, the female anatomy for a little while. So if you're not interested in that, or if you're a male, probably gonna wanna skip this part. But basically they insert a finger in you and they tell you to Kegel, and then they watch you Kegel and they watch you bear down, same as you would during labor, and they just kind of assess like your strength. And then they do, just if you're curious, because I had no idea what to expect from a pelvic floor exam until I started following the Vagina Whisperer on Instagram, which love her, by the way. You should follow her if you don't. And she kind of gave like a preface of like what to expect from your first appointment, and I would say it's very accurate. And then they take like a Q-tip. I say they, it was a female, I think a doctor, therapist, I don't know her life. And she took like a Q-tip, like a long Q-tip, and kind of like tapped different areas, and you had to say like left or right, and then she applied like pressure in different spots and you had to tell her like if it was sensitive or not. So it's just kind of like a whole assessment basically. And it went really well. I'm in good shape, but I did have 2nd-degree tears and I'm experiencing some discomfort. I'm trying to decide how much is too much information. I've experienced some discomfort in certain scenarios. Also, like when and also like when I have to go to the bathroom, and I have to hold it. Like if I'm putting her to bed and I have to pee, like I'm almost peeing myself, where I used to be able to like hold it a lot longer. So she said first I have like 6 follow-up appointments over the next like 6 weeks, and we're gonna work on loosening and stretching out all of like the scar tissue, and then we can work on strengthening, which will help with that like I'm gonna pee my pants sensation. Yeah, if you have any questions about the pelvic floor stuff, feel free to ask, because like I said, I really wasn't super sure what to expect, and even what an Instagram page says will happen might be different at wherever you end up going. But yeah, it was good. I love my baby, and if it's quite alright, I love you, baby. Baby, 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 baby. Does that feel better? These things, seriously, oh, best purchase. Best freaking purchase. If you have not been clawed by a 3-month-old, you do not know the pain. She truly like tries to sink them into you for leverage. My love. Have you guys, I don't know if anyone who watches my videos watches TikTok, but have you seen that song going around where people tell like crazy stories, and it's like that gospel like choir, and it's like, yes Lord, for the rest of my life, and we did, and it's something like that. I don't actually know the words, which is the worst part about it being stuck in my head. It's stuck in my head. No, I want to do a video about, or at least like a dedicated segment to all of the things that have really surprised me about being a mom or about having a baby, because I swear I get things all the time that pop in my head and I'm like, I never expected this, or like, I can't believe this. And I feel like there's so much, and probably I would love to see what other people have to say about it. There are some of the things like mom guilt, like you kind of do expect that, but you don't really know what that means. But I mean like more than that. Like for instance, I touched on how like being gripped and clawed by a 3-month-old, it is crazy. I think I'm also just very sensitive to like textures and like touch, like different touch, I don't know, but like my chest at the end of the day is like raw and sensitive from like holding her and her wiggling around so much my arms, like weird random stuff like that. Get it? Everything in the mouth, everything. She just yesterday started putting her thumb in her mouth, and I know probably a lot of parents like might not want that or would prefer a passy, but I am praying that she finds her thumb, because I really need to start transitioning her out of her swaddle that she wears. I need her arms to be free because she's starting to rock and it's stressing me out. She hasn't rolled yet, but she's there soon. But I tried it the other night and it did not go well. But she started to find her thumb and I'm like, oh my God, if she could find her thumb and I don't have to wake up to put her pacifier back in, that would be amazing. I'm gonna collect my thoughts because I had so much to say, but I'm so distracted by what you're hearing right now, so I'm gonna go.
Either Lily or
I'm probably the last favorite because I picked Xander in Christmas.
Xander, who's
Yeah, I remember that, you little monster.
I changed.
What is he doing? Chrissy. He said, I'm probably the least favorite because I pinched Xander at Christmas.
On the YouTube.
Yeah, you remember that video?
I want to see.
I didn't do it. It's this.
Well. Wait, are you sending this as a video?
Yeah, I can put it in my video.
Aw,
that was cute.
Now I
So
can finally
sweet.
remember you.
oh my baby.
Look, I'm doing some workout. It feels good to be a
Whoa.
gangster. It feels good to be a gangster.
What?
It feels good.
Where do you learn this?
Babe, did you hear your son? He goes like this. He's lifting and he goes, feels good to be a gangster.
It feels good to be. No, but
Oh my, I look tired. It's Saturday, I'm editing this. I realize I really didn't record anything on Friday. There's no outro. This week is just kind of like random. I basically talked about coffee and my pelvic floor. That's pretty much it. And then some family time. So this is just what my life is. I don't know why you're here if that's not interesting to you. But I just wanted to pop on at the end. I definitely have to stick with the Busy cold brew that I like brewed myself, and the Chobani sweet cream. Best combination, like best breast friendly coffee I think there is, at least that I can make at home. It's so good. It's literally so good. So if you're trying to find like a lower caffeine or no caffeine like option, highly recommend, or at least a version of that, but very good. But yes, I just wanted to hop on, say thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to give it a like, subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and I'll see you guys Monday. Bye.